Welcome back to the channel, Soap Fam. It is a beautiful day to talk about the absolute chaos unfolding in Salem. Let's back up and talk about exactly what went down this past week. Kat Green actually went to Marlena Evans for a hypnosis session, and honestly, thank God for Marlena. She is the absolute queen of unlocking repressed memories in Salem. Remember when they tried this with John Black back in the day to unlock his pawn memories? Yeah, Marlena is the only one you trust when your brain is locking away the good stuff. So, Kat sits down in that chair, the pendulum swings, and she goes under. She wanted to remember her time at that secret clinic in Italy with DiMera. She wanted to know if her connection to him was purely professional, just an undercover assignment orchestrated by Donovan, or if there was something more. And boy, did she get her answer. The light bulb moments she had during that session were absolutely blinding, because here is the massive, earth-shattering truth that we are going to fully discover during the week of July 13 to July 17. There is so much more to their time in Italy than either of them could remember. It wasn't just a mission. It wasn't just Kat sitting by a bandaged man's bed gathering intel for the ISA or the WSB or whoever is signing her paychecks these days. It's honestly so hard to keep track. They fell in love. Yes, you read that right. Kat and EJ actually fell deeply, madly, completely in love in that hospital room in Italy. I mean, the absolute poetry of it all. They were reading Wuthering Heights together, for crying out loud. Whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same. The writers have been dropping these massive, heavy-handed hints for months, and we finally have the payoff. It wasn't just a toxic physical attraction, it was a profound, soulmate-level romance that got wiped from their conscious minds. And can we just talk about how incredibly tragic and beautiful this is? EJ was lying there, vulnerable, recovering from a coma, and Kat was his anchor. She wasn't just a spy. She became his entire world in that clinic. And he became hers. But then the memories were buried, probably due to the trauma of the accident or some classic DiMera mind control nonsense. And they were left with this lingering magnetic pull that neither of them could fully explain. Every single time they have been in a room together recently, the chemistry has been suffocating. You could cut the tension with a knife. I know some fans were rooting for Chad and Kat, but come on. Chad was just a distraction. A safe, comfortable, boring distraction. Next to the fiery, all-consuming passion that Kat clearly shares with EJ, Chad never stood a chance. Am I the only one who saw this coming from a mile away? So, what does this mean for Kat's grand mission? Let's not forget, she is an undercover operative. She is supposed to be working with Rafe Hernandez to take down EJ, expose his illegal Versavix resurrection experiments, and blow the whistle on DiMera Pharmaceuticals. She has been snooping around, lying to his face, and gathering evidence to lock him away for good. But now that she remembers they were in love, oh, it is completely over for the ISA. I am calling it right now, and I am 100% certain about this. Kat is going to rethink her entire investigation. She is going to betray the ISA, betray Rafe, betray Donovan, and throw her entire career straight into the garbage to pursue her love for EJ. And I am absolutely here for it. I mean, think about the stakes here. She has everything to lose. If she turns her back on her agency, she becomes an accessory to EJ's crimes. She becomes a target. But love makes you do crazy things, especially in Salem. We have seen characters sacrifice everything for love before, but this feels different. This feels monumental. Because EJ is currently spiraling into his darkest, most Stefano-like era, he is covering up the arsenic-laced core seal pills that are literally killing Holly Jonas. He is playing God with Lexi Carver's life. He is acting like a complete monster right now. But Kat might be the only person on this entire planet who can reach the human side of him, because she remembers the vulnerable man in that Italian hospital bed. She loves the monster. Okay, back to the point. The week of July 13 to 17 is going to be absolute television gold. I can already picture the scenes. Kat sitting in Marlena's office, tears streaming down her face as the final pieces of the puzzle snap into place. Imagine Marlena sitting there, writing on her little notepad, probably internally panicking because she knows exactly how dangerous EJ is, and she realizes she just unlocked a memory that is going to push Kat right into his arms. The realization hitting Kat like a freight train that she has been actively trying to destroy the love of her life. How is she going to look Rafe in the eye? How is she going to pretend to be a loyal agent when her heart is completely owned by the man she is supposed to be investigating? She can't. She won't. She is going to sabotage the investigation from the inside. She will feed Rafe false information. She will hide the evidence about the Versavix drug, and she will protect EJ at all costs. And how is EJ going to react when he finds out? Because, he will find out eventually. EJ DiMera always finds out. When he discovers that Kat was initially a spy sent to ruin him, his first instinct will be pure, unadulterated rage. He will probably threaten her, banish her, or worse. But then, when she drops the bomb that she remembered Italy, when she tells him that she chose him over her mission, that she betrayed the ISA for him, oh my god. The angst, the drama, the passionate reconciliation, it is going to be explosive. I am literally getting chills just thinking about the dialogue. Dan Foyer-Regal and Annalyn McCord are going to act the absolute house down, and we are not ready. I know some people are going to be so mad about this. I can already see the forum posts complaining that Kat is a terrible agent, that she is weak for choosing a man over her duty, that she is setting back feminism in Salem, blah blah blah. But honestly, who cares? This is a soap opera. We don't watch for realistic portrayals of federal investigations. We watch for epic, sweeping, messy romances. And this is as messy as it gets. Remember when they tried this kind of undercover agent falls for the target storyline with other characters in the past? Yeah, it usually fizzles out because the stakes aren't high enough. But with the DiMera Empire, the resurrection drugs, the arsenic scandal, and the ghost of Stefano looming over everything, the stakes have literally never been higher. So buckle up, Salem fans. The mid-July sweeps are going to change the landscape of this show forever. Kat Green is officially crossing over to the dark side, and she is doing it in the name of love. I am so ready to watch her burn her ISA badge and take her rightful place by EJ's side as the new queen of the DiMera mansion. Let Kristen try to fight her for it. My money's on Kat. What do you guys think? Am I totally crazy for rooting for this toxic, beautiful mess of a couple? Let me know, because I am going to be obsessing over this until the episodes actually air. Until then, I will be rereading Wuthering Heights and screaming into my pillow.